Hello, welcome. I am going to launch the prediction, and while that runs, I am nice. Welcome in, guys. I'm gonna go make me a cup of coffee and top off my water, but I'm gonna run the prediction, and while that runs, I'll be doing that. So I will be right back. Let me launch that. Y'all have 5 minutes to get those in, and I will be right back. I'm gonna turn on the timer. All right, enjoy. BRB. Hello, I'm back. Thank you for your patience. Ooh, okay, I gotta catch up on stream. Ren's on a 5-stream streak. Thank you so much. Get those channel points. You wanted to believe you. All right, the ad break is finishing up. I'm still getting settled in. All right. Is that the prediction? Is it over? Not quite. 420 versus 100. Leaning towards the believers. Thank you. All right. So, oh, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. So this is Splatdle. Basically, it's like a Wordle game, but guessing Splatoon weapons, and this covers all 3 games. By the way, I cannot see chat because I don't have multiple monitors, so bear with me. But this covers all 3 games and every single weapon within those games. So like the Splushio-matic is in all 3 games, so I have to specify which game it's in. So we're gonna start with that because that is my go-to weapon, is the Splushio-matic. We're just gonna go with the one in 3. Okay, so it is a shooter, but it's a longer range, and it's not from Splatoon 3. So I can basically close out all of these other tabs, which is nice. That makes life easy. Okay. So it's not from Splatoon 3. So what I did yesterday when we had the same setup. And so I guess the Jet Squelcher from 2, because it's a longer range weapon. Okay, this was literally the same thing as yesterday. That does not feel... Oh, because it's the next puzzle available at midnight. Interesting. Okay, well. That goes to the believers, I suppose. That feels wrong. But midnight UTC. That makes sense, I guess. Damn. So let me cash out the believers. We'll switch to this in the meantime. All right. Congrats, believers. Thank you for believing in me. Fantastic. All right, let's get started. So as I said in my Discord announcements, today is the day that we are officially reaching the halfway point on the blanket. Let me grab my clipboard. So row 126 is our halfway point. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 9 rows to get through today. And to commemorate the official halfway point, the pattern poll is live. You can do ! pattern poll to see what the options are for the next pattern that I will be making on stream. There are 10 options, with a good mixture of overlay mosaic blankets and some single crochet tapestries. So I've added 2 since the beginning of stream yesterday, and I think we're up to 5 votes right now. So let me show that off. So this is our pattern poll. We've got the Big Effin' Blanket, the Anchor Blanket, the Lighthouse Blanket, Phantom Manor, Movie Night, the Lover's Tarot, and then we have a couple of single crochets. We've got the Cult of the Lamb title screen tapestry. This is gonna be like a wall hanging. This is the Kirby and the Amazing Mirror Power Icons tapestry. And then we have the Breath of the Wild Overworld, not the Tears of the Kingdom, because, you know, that's Death Mountain. And then we have the Tears of the Kingdom Depths map. These 4 would likely be made using DMC embroidery floss. I just really like the weight icon. It's very funny. But a single vote is 5,000 channel points. I'm thinking of other ways for y'all to cash in votes, like bits or subscriptions or something like that. I haven't quite ironed out the wrinkles on that just yet, but it's in the works. With all that said, let's get started. Digging the groovy tunes today. We're starting on row 121, which is a navy row. Trying to think of the best way to do this. Nope. Okay. There we go. Let's do our quick pan. None of your gifted subs will count. How much is it for a single gifted sub? I'm trying to think of like the one-to-one, how much it would cost. Like the equivalent. Sorry, I had to turn on my fan. I'm still a little warm from my shower. Like I don't really know what the one-to-one ratio is for like bits and subs to channel points. Anyway, so we ended stream yesterday starting this next tentacle and finishing this one right here. So we officially have, it's $8 on phone. Okay. Then maybe I need to up the price a little bit. Let's say like one subscription will count for 3 votes. Does that sound like okay? Can't really help with that because you're Canada. No worries. But like I was saying, we finished this tentacle. We have our first little star right here, and we're starting this next tentacle that's gonna like make the heart shape up near the top. As a reminder, you can do exclamation point pattern to see this full blanket finished. We have our main mast, which is coming up pretty nicely. I think we might, I don't know if we're gonna like fully see the crow's nest today, but the crow's nest is coming up pretty quick. And we have our mizzen mast here in this really cute cloud motif. And this guy is starting to curve to the right. So, very exciting stuff. But does it feel fair to have like subs equal 3 votes? I need to actually grab the yarn that we'll be using today. But you don't know for people who have actually earned points? Okay. We'll have to workshop it. Oh, this is interesting. Now I'm wondering what the hell this is. I'm pulling this up so I have it on hand. Oh, that's the start of a cloud. Okay. That's good to know. Whoop! Sorry. That was loud. My bad. I'm actually going to look this up because this is going to bother me if I don't. That's not what I want. Is it this one? I don't know. I don't know. You like the sound of my typing? Thank you. I was trying to see like how many channel points would equal 1 sub, but that doesn't really equate very well. I think 1 sub should count for a vote, because this was saying like $5.90 or $4.99 for 1 sub is typical. But I don't know how accurate that is. But I think it's more expensive on mobile because they have to pay like app fees. So it's cheaper to subscribe on desktop. Which is why you try to wait until you're home to gift them. Smart. Well, don't worry, because we will have like a month to 6 weeks to finish this project. You have time. There's no rush. That's why I did this at the halfway point, was so that you had time to watch and get those channel points to vote. I'm not calling a winner on the poll until we finish this project, so there's time, don't worry. My coffee is still quite hot. I did 1 doubles too many. How much do bits cost? Because I don't buy bits, so I don't know. We'll use... No, I want to use the teal one. The orange is a little too stark. It's like a 1-to-1 ratio for like cents to bits, right? what it's worth, it's 27 Canadian for 1,000 bits, about 2 cents per bit. Okay. I don't know what Canadian to American or to USD is, at least on mobile. Okay. Interesting. Cause like I want everything to be 1-to-1. So like 1 subscription, however many VITs, 5,000 channel points. $10.50 is 20. Okay. $10.50 divided by 20 is 52.5. Okay, hang on. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. But for now, I think just saying $5 gets you 1 vote, whether you do that as a sub or you pay that in bits. 5,000 channel points. Which comes to about 2 cents. That's fair. I didn't round up. I just saw a big number and I was like, that's weird. I'm bad at math. Very important to know that about me. I am bad at math. This thing is getting big. Ugh. Okay. I need to stop getting distracted because I do want to leave at 5:30, and at the rate we're going, that's not going to happen. I haven't even packed for tonight now that I think about it. Oops. I can't keep him waiting, I know. I mean, he's gonna have to wait an extra hour anyway because I gotta drive through traffic to get to his place. Lurking to keep your watch streak. Well, hello, Mel. Welcome. I hope you enjoy your lurk. Today's gonna be a bit quiet while I try to focus on finishing in time. But the channel, the pattern poll is live. If you wish to vote, there's no pressure to at this time. And we are discussing potential ways for people to have alternative ways of getting in their votes. So if you have any suggestions, I'm open to them. Right now we're trying to figure out bits, because basically what I want it to be is like $5 will get you one vote. Whether that be a subscription or however many bits that is, or 5,000 channel points, because that's what I'm going to equate that to, is like 1,000 points is $1. That seems reasonable to me. 2 negative 6 doubles. Hello, Alex. Welcome. You didn't miss much. Single, negative. 3 singles, 2 negative, 2 singles. You missed the splat doll prediction. What time is UTC for me? Okay, so resets at 7. Then why was it the same as yesterday's? That's weird. Because it should have reset after stream. That's super weird. Oh well. We'll have to play around with that. Black cat, to your point. That's what happens when you don't believe in me. You should have... I honestly should have paid better attention to it, but that's on me. One of the guys you're saying wants you to hang out with him tomorrow. That's exciting. I hope you have a good time. In other news, I finished my book last night that I'd been reading. I read about like a third of it each time I sat down to read it. And Axe was the one who suggested it to me. And when I texted him, I was like, I finished it. He was like, what? I was like, I did tell you that I eat books, which that's just the saying that we have in my house. Whenever we start reading, my sister and I have always been bookworms. We love to read, and we eat books. And so he didn't believe me when I told him I'd finished it. He was like, there's no way. And I was like, yeah, no. I mean, it wasn't that hard. It was only like 330 something pages. It was funny. You have no one to give subs to? You can do community subs. You get to go back to your Haagen-Dazs after suffering in shops for the last 2 hours. Bruh. You sound like my mom. Me? Also, I have started uploading these VODs to my YouTube channel. She flies through books, 1,000-page book, and done in 2 days. Wow. You love listening to people talk about the things they love, even if you don't understand it. I have a cold sore attempt to call Jan Spiller. I don't know what that last word is that you said, but okay. But yeah, my sister and I, we quite literally eat books. Not literally eat books, but like we fly through books really fast. 4, 2, 3. And he was like, so you're gonna get the second one? I was like, maybe. I mean, it's only $4, but on my Kindle. But I kind of also need to save my money a little bit. Alright, that is our first row of the day done. Love to see it. Beautiful. I don't know how I would send you a book though. What the fuck is my camera doing? Why is it doing that? Hello? It's like trying to focus. It looks like it's like breathing. What the fuck? What is going on, Camo? Yeah, it looked super weird. I'm trying to fix it. Okay, why do I always have problems with this fucking program? Are we done? Are you good? Okay. Now get back in the mount. That was weird. I think Kindle is linked to Amazon. Maybe. Screenshot every page and then DM them to Mambo. I mean, that would be a way, but I don't recommend that. You could just Venmo me. That is an option. I do have a Venmo. And it's not hard to find. If you know my username, you can find me. That sounds scary. Oh, I dropped my hook. All right, we're starting with row 122. That's weird. But also, if I can figure out how to send it, you can send other random books. Okay, that's a little bit nerve-wracking. I can't promise I'll read them. I'm a pretty busy person. Okay, sorry, I had to fix that tail. That was weird. This tail is being very weird. Let's do that to keep it together. Okay. You need my email and the name of the book? Okay, well, you can wait. Because I don't remember which email I used for my Amazon account. Because I try not to not use Amazon if I can help it. I guess I could look, but meh. No, Jake. You want it right now! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And maybe my social security number just to be safe. What's all? It's my credit card. Yeah, wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? Guys, I am on a little bit of a time crunch today because I would like to leave at like 5:30. And today's a 9-row day, so we're probably gonna end it around 5:30, and I haven't even packed. Is this another one of those references? Today is a battle against low-key, but I do it because I love you guys. By the way, how is the volume of the music? Is it too quiet, or is it... Why am I even streaming? Because he's working, and this is also work. This is my work. I mean, if one of you wants to, like, find him on Discord and ping him, you can, but I don't think you guys have access to his Discord. Axe, get your axe in here. You guys know how tired I am of axe puns, and not because of my boyfriend, but because of my job. I don't know, axe pronouns. They're he, him. No, you're fine. But I'm very excited about tonight to see him. I miss him. We are in a semi-long distance relationship. I mean, he's only like an hour away. With traffic. It's 45 minutes to an hour, but I really only consider it like half an hour. Which sounds crazy, but I live in Texas, so... Driving is weird. It is crazy to think that I've done all of this. Like, all of this was me. That's crazy. Aw, I think you're a nice person. I am not nice. I was replying to Mama when they said I love you guys. Aw, thank you. I do love you guys. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all have done a lot for me, and I don't feel like I say that enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Aw, thank you. Wow. Your mom as a teenager once told her boyfriend that she loved him, and he responded with, "I think you're a nice person," and was confused when she broke up with him later. Wow. I have a lot of love in my heart to give, and when I say I love you guys, I mean it, like, obviously in a platonic way. Like, I really, like, I mean it in, like, an appreciative way. I don't really know how else to explain that. But you do think I'm a nice person? Thank you, Alex. I try to be a nice person. There's so much bullshit out in the world, and so many nasty people out there, and it's not hard to be kind. You know, it's really not. Why add more negativity to the world when I have the ability to brighten someone's day? You know, like, that's my goal with streaming and creating the community that I am. I want this place to be a safe haven from the nastiness out in the world. I want to foster a positive community. That's the least that I can do. Nope, not platonically. We are dating now. You gotta take that up with Axe. But, like, I want to create a safe place for people to come to retreat to when the world outside is too bad and the storms are too scary, just to get away from everything, you know? Like, that's why I have the limited religion and political discussion as a rule in my chat, because, like, I don't want to talk about politics in my house where I'm trying to have a good time and do my little silly crafts, you know? Like, just for a little while. And, like, I read all these stories on the internet, and I'm like, why are people so mean? The world is already cruel enough as it is. It just breaks my heart. I don't know how many of you were here for the end of stream yesterday when we raided Roll Stop, but he asked what we were up to, and I told him that we did 9 rows on this giant blanket today, or, you know, yesterday. And he was like, oh, fuck off with that. No way. Like, just could not believe it. And I was like, I'm a fast crocheter. And he was like, oh my god. His reaction was priceless. That gave me a little bit of a confidence boost. Like, I am a fast crocheter. And it makes me happy when people agree with that and, like, acknowledge that. You're dating him too. He's a little too possessive of me to want to share, I think. Which I'm fine with, frankly. I enjoy that. You were joking? I mean, take me out on a date first, Black Cat. Come on. Are these streams not dates? Doesn't work for me. I've been missing a couple. Take you on a date anytime I want. I'm flattered, thank you. Y'all are so funny. Guys, why is the car hood so long? You want your Haagen-Dazs? I don't know how to help you with that, Alex. I'm sorry. At least the best I could do is help you pass the time. With my groovy tunes and my fast hands. I think I'm finally starting to cool off from my shower. I got too hot in my shower. But I know as soon as I turn off my little mini fan here, I'm gonna start sweating again. What are you talking about, Black Cat? Might I remind you, there is a minor in chat. Got the mental image. I just had so dumb. It's a major problem. It's like fast hands are hot in the show. You didn't say anything bad. Oh my god, what am I gonna do with you? Innuendos don't count. Fight me, child. I'm young and agile. I've biked 10 miles in the last 2 days for Haagen-Dazs. Your legs have got to be exhausted. I could never. Not with my hip. I might have been able to when I was younger, but not anymore.
made a milkshake the other night because we had like those like mini, you remember those like mini ice creams that are like this big and they had like the wooden spoons? Well, a couple years ago, like maybe a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, a friend of mine bought like the big pack of them where it had like 10 of each, like the vanilla and chocolate, and majority of them went away, like they got eaten, but there were like 3 of like the little chocolate ones left. I was really craving a Brahms chocolate shake, but I didn't want to go to Brahms, and so I took like 2 of those. They were like 3 ounces, and I put them in like a little basin of water to thaw out a little bit. I put the ice cream and like the milky melted chocolate ice cream in my miniature like NutriBullet blender that's like this big, and I put some milk. I put a little bit of sweet cream, coffee creamer, just not a lot, just a little bit, just to thicken it up a little bit, and then I put 2 ice cubes in it, and that shit slapped. It was so good. But it was very, very tasty. But I felt bad because we'd had pizza for dinner and I was like, oh, I really want a milkshake, but I feel so fat. But I was like, you know what? No, I deserve this. If I want a milkshake, I'm gonna have a fucking milkshake. So I had a milkshake. My yarn is starting to spill everywhere. Not good. Oh, this thing is getting so big. Can hardly maintain it anymore. That feels really late. Like, Sari just said that. Oh, it's finishing now. I thought it said it was starting for some reason. Maybe I'm just dumb and I can't read. You're going in another store. Rest in peace, Alex. I'm sorry. You will survive, I'm sure of it. I know you're tired, but enjoy the time that you have with your grandparents and your family. Can you do that at home, please? No. that felt weird. There we go. So what is everybody's plans for this evening? It's been discussed, but I'm going to my boyfriend's house. I'm just being really quiet, and I feel like I need to be talking about something. You're gonna come crash my date? I thought that's it, Alex. To be fair, I also read it as Alex first. I was like, wait, what? No. Not that. Not that. I'm gonna kindly ask that you don't crash my date. He's just a man with a striking similarity. Actually, his name is not at all similar to yours. But for his protection, that is what I call him, because that is his username. I really need to mark one of these stitches, but I'm not going to, I guess. Wow. The fuck? There we go. He's just, but you'll pay. I actually have been called Alex Alotl and Axe before, so it's even more confusing for you. Sounds like you'll just have to go on your own day blackout without me. Damn! I see how it is. No, it's okay. It's okay. I see how it is. No, it's fine. Okay, $13. wants to be left out of these plants then gets offended that they're left out of the plants. Listen, like Alex said, we could be a few if you want an axe to join us. I'll think about it. How's that? I gotta catch up on chat. You don't want to go, but you want to be invited. Really, you were invited, kind of. Your best flirting. I live in a blue state. Come join me. I live in a red state, unfortunately, and I'm not happy about it. Oh well. Three. Six. I was supposed to do a single there. I got two in the zone. There we go. Easy fix. New York, I like. Yeah. Currently in the Afraid of Rainbow state, you missed your blue state. You mentioned Texas. I know. Yeah, New York I think is at least semi. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What did I just do? That's 11. That's 2. That's 2. We've got another cloud starting up right there, I think. You did two dumbass things when I said that. You thought I was talking about real clouds and not crochet clouds, and then I looked at my sky to see if there were clouds. Wow. There's one cloud that I think of every now and then, and it was a really cute cloud, and what it was a mouse. Like, it looked very clearly like a mouse to me. It had a little pointy nose, it had a big ear, it had a big back, and then the tail that curved up over the back. It was so cute, and I still think about this mouse cloud. That mouse cloud, that's a cute warrior cat's name. Okay. Okay, 13, 1, 5, 1, 5 doubles. Huh. I wish I'd gotten a photo of it, but I was driving at the time. And so I couldn't. Warrior Cat's mentioned. You've dropped almost 20% of your battery since being... That's not good. I'm sorry. Yeah, Warrior Cats was my shit growing up. I actually tried to get back into it. I was listening to the Dawn of the Clans books because I wanted to read all the books in chronological order. From, like, the beginning of the timeline, not, like, the release. And then just kind of, like, go through that. But, Dawn of the Clans kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't too impressed by it. Hang on, what the fuck did I just do? Oh, okay, we're just jumping into the doubles. You finished Dawn of the Clans, you're on to Mothflight's journey. Okay. I was not impressed by Dawn of the Clans. Like, it was interesting, but, like, I got through book 3 and I was like, I'm not really learning much of anything here. Like, okay, there's, like, a big sickness happening, but this doesn't really tell me much of what I didn't already know. I don't know, I just wasn't impressed by it. It should survive to get back to the house, but we do see why I'm so anxious to get home. Mothlight's vision, that's right. She was one of the medicine cats. I think she was the one who discovered the moonstone at the forest territories. I've thought about rereading the books, but I feel like I need to read something new. They kind of just skips. When did they decide on the clan? I thought Greywing came up with the clan names when he died. Spoiler alerts. When he was dying, he named them all the different, like, titles of the leaders. So, like, Thunder's clan was Thunder Clan. Tall Shadows was Shadow Clan. Windrunner, Wind Clan, obviously. And then River Ripple was River Clan. Also, Wind Clan being the first clan, hell yeah. I called it. read them with you, but I gotta read the Dresden Files with Axe. That was the book that I finished last night, was the first one. Of the Dresden Files, which was great, by the way. You may have missed that part. Oh, okay. I didn't read that part, but I read about that part. Because I was on the wiki, I was like, okay, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Yeah, I'm almost positive that Grey Wing was the one to name them the clans instead of groups or like whatever the group was called in the mountain before it became the tribe. I think it was still the tribe back then. Fun fact, Dawn of the Clans happens in the 1920s. How do I know it happens in the 1920s? Turtletail was run over by a car. And I was looking on her wiki page, and one of the errands said that this model of car is what killed her. And I don't remember exactly the type of car it was, but it was a car from the 1920s. So if you look up Turtletail on the wiki, it should be like down in her trivia what kind of car she was hit by. Turtletail's death was so sad. She just wanted to save her kits. You're back, but the internet is worse than the car. Sorry. You'll just have to survive. I have Clan Gen, which is a Warrior Cats clan sim, and I really want to play it. Now that we're talking about it, I'm like, man, I really want to play it. That'd be a really fun stream. A Clan Gen stream. The Cattails games. I have not. I've seen a lot of people turn Clan Gen into like their Clan Gen stories into comics, and I kind of want to do something like that, but I am not a comic artist by any means. Maybe I could write a fic about it, I don't know. Cattails is basically warrior cats because there are clans and you start your own and have to fight the other clans to claim territory. Interesting! I've never heard of them before. Okay, 11. 4 singles. Becca, I think I sent you a picture of one of my clan Gen OCs. Pretty much my only clan Gen OC that I held on to. Because I love him. He's very silly. His name is Big Belly. And cerebellar hyperplasia is not a mechanic in the game, but I gave it to him because I thought it was funny. His name is Big Belly. He's a medicine cat and he has cerebellar hyperplasia. He's fat and wobbly. I love him. He's a Maine Coon. He's big. Big belly. Love him very much. I did not name him Big Belly. The game named him that for reference. He's very handsome. If you don't know what cerebellar hyperplasia is, it is wobbly cat syndrome, and they develop it when they are in the womb. Their cerebellum doesn't fully develop and it gives them balance and coordination issues, but it doesn't hurt them and it doesn't get any worse. It just makes them a little silly. I should play it on stream. Okay. I will look into that. While you were eating your Haagen-Dazs, you were thinking about the amazing digital circus, and you noticed something. Hi, it's heckadoodlin' hot. It's 84 degrees, at least where I am. I love wobbly cats. They're so cute and silly. He's just a silly little guy. Okay, well that's 5, so 1. I think it would be really fun to write a cat with cerebellar hyperplasia in like a warrior's setting, which is why I gave Big Belly cerebellar hyperplasia. He wasn't a medicine cat in my clan. He was actually a warrior, but it felt more fitting to have him as a medicine cat. I don't know. I was not anticipating talking about warrior cats this much on stream. But it's like one of those like hyperfixations that like remains dormant until you discuss it. It's like, okay, I'm actually insane about this, and I've been insane about this since I was a child. Wobbly cats, yes. 84 and it feels like 86. You will buy it for me. Okay, I will keep that in mind. 84 and it feels like 86. You were dashing in the heat for 4 hours. Bless your heart. You see the guy that made his partner's wobbly cat feeding station? I did. It's so cute. It was the owner's brother. That's sweet. That's so sweet. That's precious. We love accessibility options for people and animals alike. But like, I'm imagining Big Belly like noticing he's obviously not like his peers, and that's why he's a medicine cat, because he doesn't have the coordination to be a warrior, and feeling a little bit salty about that, but like slowly coming to terms with that, and like he's realizing he's happier as a medicine cat. I don't know. I think about that a lot. I think about him a lot, actually. I just don't talk about him. I'm realizing something. My streams are becoming crochet and characters. Mambo makes things and talks about the characters that they make. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's split 3. I was talking about Big Belly to my real life friend group, and one of them were like, I got 2 traits, fat, wobbly. And I thought it was silly. You just farted at work and it was so loud. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Inhaler video game controller so that people with asthma can play. Interesting. Black cat, I will bury you with roses and a prayer. And I am not a religious individual, but in case your soul has moved on to the next dimension, I got you. Bury Black Cat with whoopee cushions in this case. Hasn't she already suffered enough? Has anyone seen Baby Corn the wobbly cat? He turned 1 recently. Oh, baby. Manager's crop dusted just a few times, so it's only fair. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's 11. 1, 3. 1, 1, 3. Wondering why your body hurt. I'm so sorry, Scarlett. I hope that it passes soon. Get some Midol, Pamprin, whatever. Because ibuprofen doesn't work for me for my period cramps. Only Pamprin or Midol helps. That would check out. Sadly cannot take those with your brain meds, but you just got home. But you got home just in time. Okay, good. I'm so sorry. It would be wild if everybody in the server was synced up. Because, like, none of us are really near each other. We're near each other in spirit. It's happened with your D&D group and we were all remote except one girl. Wow. Getting cramps like you'll be starting in a day or two in the token. Bless your heart. Oh my gosh. I'm on a birth control. It's an over-the-counter birth control. It's called O-Pill. This is what I take every day at 5 p.m. That's what that alarm is. I've been spotting for like a month now and I haven't had a proper period. It's weird. But it's the only over-the-counter birth control that's like FDA approved, I think. Your spirit periods are synced. This coincidence is heckin' wild. Yeah, that's insane. Okay, single, double. This one guy working at a mechanic shop came to greet you for his lunch and was so nice and tipped cash me. Ooh, very nice. That is awesome. Cash is king, especially in today's day and age. Just realized I'm not in frame, sorry. Alright, that is row 124. Done. I've noticed I'm getting better about not losing my place in these rows. And the way I can tell that is I'm only marking off like one or two stitches now per row. Y'all can see that. Also, I see a Hobbs hydration time has been redeemed. Let me swap out my yarn. And then I will do that. This thing is like, this white yarn is like turning into an accordion. Like, very, very loose. But squinch. Very long, very squinch. Accordion yarn. Okay. You love when the skeins turn all floppy like a slinky? Yeah, for real. Slinky yarn. My ex had a cat named Slinky. She was so cute. I hope she's doing well. Where's my ex's roommate? Okay. Sorry, I was anchoring my yarn. I promise I'm going to do those redeems right now. We'll do a big stretch first, and then we'll grab Hobbs. Get back with them for the cat and then take the cat. No. So Sasha is a single person, single cat kind of kitty. She doesn't share very well. So if I got a cat, that would not be very good for Miss Sasha. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, Black Cat. Leave them in the unread graveyard. Yeah, for real. Screw them. Okay, that's the stretchies. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. I'm so sorry, Scarlett. That's not a good time. Everybody say hi to Hobbs. He's here. Don't do that. They can sue you. Your mom works with your dad. Oof. I'm gonna turn that off. Stealing cats is wrong, but no. It's true. She wouldn't like a new kitty cat. I mean, I do have another cat, but there is a reason that she is not in my room with my other kitty cat. It's because Sasha does not like her. Her name is Luke's, and she's very sweet. She's very chatty. One of the most talkative cats you will ever meet. Like, she will have a conversation with you. She's a little brown tabby, and she is a mostly outdoor cat, but she is not a free-roaming outdoor cat. We have like a little enclosure for her to stay in, and I'll go out there and I'll let her walk around and stuff, but she is not exclusively an outside cat. We want to keep her safe, and we want to keep, you know, the local populations of animals safe, but we also have coyotes, and I don't want that for Luke's, so. But Luke's is very sweet. Sometimes stealing cats is a good thing. Sometimes. Please don't steal Sasha. She is my baby. But yeah, sometimes stealing cats is a good thing, depending on the owner. I had to put Sasha in our laundry room last night because she was not feeling well. If y'all remember yesterday's stream, she was not doing too hot. And I was like, are you okay? I noticed she'd been going to the litter box a lot more than usual. And so her tummy was just really bothering her. And it was stinky and it was bad. And so at one point it was right around bedtime, like 10 o'clock, 10:30. She went to the litter box, and when she came out, she was kind of bunny hopping. And I was like, that's concerning. When a cat bunny hops, that's not good. It was a really bad poop. That's all I'm going to say. So, and I didn't want her on the bed with that. And so I had to quarantine her in our laundry room. And I felt so bad. Like, I could not sleep last night because I felt so bad quarantining Sasha. And so when I got up this morning, I went and sat with her. And she was fine this morning, totally fine. And I was sitting on the floor just making sure she was okay before I moved her back into my room, and she climbed up onto my lap and curled up and was very sweet. It was very, very cute. Yeah, she's doing much better now. She's on her tree right now, and I don't want to disturb her. But, like, I didn't fall asleep till, like, 1 or 2 o'clock this morning because I was worried sick about Sasha. Your sister's roommate has a cat who is the sweetest baby ever, but every time she makes the roommate pick her up, she gets so scratchy and upset. Then don't pick her up. Luke's doesn't like being held. Luke's actually vehemently hates being held. But she's gotten better about me holding her. And, like, Luke's hates being held. And Luke's is spelled L-U-X, just for reference. Hates it. But we'll bring her inside if there's, like, really bad weather. And she tolerates being held long enough for me to bring her into the house. And that's about it. But no one else can hold her, just me. 4 negative. Single. Double. 2 negatives. Single. 2 double. This feels incorrect. Hold on. 4. 1 single. Negative single double. 2 negatives. Single. 2 double. 2 single. Okay. I guess this is accurate. Negative. Double, negative, single twice. Oh, yes, but when your sister picks her up, she's perfectly fine. Huh. Maybe it's the way the roommate picks her up, because that's very possible. Like, there's... It depends on how she's picking up the kitty cat, because sometimes it can be really painful for the kitty cat. I don't know. But, like, my mom could not hold Luke's, because the way that she picks her up, she doesn't know how to do it properly, so I don't know. This is snake bit. Okay. Sorry, my southern came out there for a sec. Time to upset the puppers with a vacuum because they are stinky babies. Computer took 3 times to load stream. Oh, goodness. Can we get some salutes in chat for Alex? Thank you, guys. Uh-oh. Black cat, can you escape to the bathroom before it happens? Hello, Sarah. Welcome in. Girl boss gaslight and gas. You need the triangle of doubt. Oh, God. Or just be like, guys, I'm sorry. And then just let it rip and be like, don't acknowledge it after the fact. I never took my stitch marker out from the last row. Whoops. What a great time to join, Sarah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. You just got home, went to the clay studio to do some volunteering, then went to your dad's shop to get your tires and oil changed. Human hot day today. Oof. I'm sorry, but I hope you've had a good day at least, despite the heat. (22°C. Woof. You farted on your old boss in close quarters because kitchen. I thought she was gonna fire me until I realized how nasty. She kept your work kitchen. Oof. 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 (-2°C. Goddamn. Chilly. Meanwhile, it's 80 something here. Celsius, or Fahrenheit. Sorry. I'm not being boiled alive. One, 2. Was on 85. Send some chili. Yes, please send some chili our way. You're melting. Was on 85 degrees for 2 hours already, exhausted when you've been doing physical activity outside for an hour before. Rip. Sorry, I was locked in. Jeez. You're good, but it's supposed to storm for the next week. Lightning and thunder and the works. The weather is really done with 2026. Hello, welcome in. How are you? How do I pronounce your name? Is it Uyako? Uyako? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry if I just butchered that. But hello, welcome back. I'm happy to see you. I appreciate you coming to hang out with me again. And I do very much apologize if I butchered the pronunciation of your username. Making it and being a menace. Yes, everybody's being a menace today, but I enjoy the menacehood. I don't really know how to phrase that. The gremlin energy. Let's go with that. Coco's your nickname? Uiko. Okay. It's humid. Your snake's tank is fogging the glass? Whoa. Oh, it's 80 here without saying Fahrenheit. Your brain thinks of it as Celsius. So, I might dox myself a little bit with this. That meme that everyone in McKinney is dead has been sent to me an innumerable amount of times. And every time my response is, guess I'm dead, with the old shrug guy emoji. It's my favorite meme. It's so funny. Everyone in McKinney is dead. I guess I'm dead. Yes, absolutely, go for it. Still working on your Octo? Fuck yes, I would love to see it. Very exciting. Don't tell anybody about that, by the way. Okay, 9. Okay, I have to do 10 doubles. That's what it is. You made so much progress, like one more round on the tentacles, then you got suckers to make. Hell yeah. You meant to make it a spoiler in case people are scared of snakes. No worries. You were one step closer to finding where I live. I mean, to be fair, McKinney's a pretty big city. It's not like a city, but it's a pretty big, like... I guess it is classified as a city. It's a pretty big city. But it's not like a New York kind of city. It's like a town, I guess. But it's bigger than a town population-wise. I fear Black Cat's stalking ability. Actually, yesterday during stream, when I was opening the package from Neon, I went the extra mile to cover all of that information with electrical tape when I had the package facing face down the entire time, just to be safe. Yeah, truly. Sometimes you're scared you posted too many small bits of different parts of your face, then someone is like piecing them together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 22. You're terrible with directions, that's okay, I am too. As long as I'm not giving you like my full home address, I'm sure it's okay. And if you dox me, I better have done something damn well deserving of it. That is not an invitation to dox me. Please don't dox me. Oh my gosh, chat is moving so fast and I can't read it just yet. I gotta scroll back a little bit. Okay. Fighting the urge to curl up in a ball, too much to do. I'm so sorry, Scarlet. If you're being for real, I don't even feel like you guys would do malicious intent with your face or information. It's just routine at this point. Nah, if people gave me their address, they would be getting yarn. That is a threat. You like yarn. Mama made me do my homework so their address is blank. The cult lends you their strength. Protecting... Yeah, no, that's very true. Protecting your identity is a very good routine to have. Fast as fuck. What, me? I am fast as fuck. I'm speedy. Okay, negative. Single, negative, doubles. Single, negative, double. Single, negative. 4 doubles. There we go. The chat, though, and you, like Sonic. I'm fast as fuck, boy. I want to say my DMs are open, but you were a minor, and that feels creepy. As, like, I think saying that your DMs are open as, like, a mentor is fine. Be like, I want to send you a gift. That is different. But, like, what the fuck am I gonna do with that information besides maybe send you a present in the mail, right? Like, I have a shop. Mailing things to people is par for the course for me. What do you want me to do with that information? I'm not gonna travel across the country. I don't have that kind of money. I'm a fucking Twitch streamer. For addresses so you can mail some fucking... Yeah, Mama, I DM'd you. Because you told me what yarn to buy. Yeah, that's different. I sent a handful of people my stash video this morning. My stash is... It's not unreasonable. But it's pretty big. I was workshopping the idea of maybe doing a raffle with some people in the chat right now, and whoever wins the raffle is going to have to be comfortable with giving me their address so I can mail them the item, but I don't intend on doing anything with that, anything else with that information. You worked at a craft store for 5 years? Wow. I have a decent amount of yarn, but not like an exuberant amount. Granted, I did go a little bit crazy during the Joann's closing sales, so I have a lot more blanket yarn than I know what to do with, because I don't like using blanket yarn. It hurts my fingers. And the only thing I make with it are loaf cats, which I did a handful of loaf cat streams at the very beginning of my streaming quote-unquote career. Oh shit, we're on row 126, guys. Let's go! So this is officially the halfway row on this project. Once I finish this row, this project is halfway done, at least with the body, not including the border. Our P.O. box is not as common in the US. We do have them. Maybe if someone had a different address, like their work. You know, your friend used to have things sent to their family's work. Yeah. P.O. boxes do cost money, and it's stupid. For reference, whenever I have people who want to send me things, I usually give them my mom's office, and she'll just bring them home with me. Or bring them home to me. So, that could be an idea. Like, if the idea of sharing your home address is really uncomfortable, that's fine. I understand. As long as you give me an address that you can retrieve items from, that's fine by me. I haven't worked out all the details of how the raffle will work, especially because I've got the poll going on, but keep an eye out for that in the future. Maybe like the end of the project, we do like a small raffle project, and then we'll wrap up the pattern pull and then start the next project after I finish the mini project. That could be an idea. The only person who would know your address is Jack because of the bracelet. I mean, that's reasonable. If I did a raffle project, what would y'all be interested in doing? Yeah, a little project cleanser. Yeah, would y'all have, like, do you have any suggestions for that? I lost track of where I was. Shit. Or maybe let the winner of the raffle pick what they want made. And I do more than just crochet. I do a plushie. Plushie could work. But I do more than just crochet. I also sew. So if y'all want me to do a plushie, I could do that. The anchor. The anchor. A bat? Okay, maybe. Okay, I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here. We could do like a hand sewing stream. That could be cute. It's been a while since I did a plushie. Like, since I've sewn a plushie. negative single double twice. I'm gonna say a plush pup, but a plush bat would be so cute. Your baseball dreams. Do I ever use Sweet Snuggles yarn? Maybe, question mark. I'm trying to think if I've ever used Sweet Snuggles. I tend to default to Big Twist Posh or the Posh Pearl. I've used Demi Pearl once. I don't think I've ever used Sweet Snuggles. And if I have, I don't remember. Is it controversial to say you despise making plushies and working with chunky yarns? Not at all. I don't think it's controversial at all, because I make plushies on occasion. The reason I don't always make plushies, like I'm not an amigurumi crocheter. Like there's different types of crocheters. And there's like the wearables crocheters, there's the blanket crocheters, there's the plushie crocheters, and then there's the people that do a little bit of everything. And the plushie crocheters, they only do plushies, like nothing else. And I'm like, how do you do that? Because it's all just single crochets. I would get so bored. Now, I love making plushies. I just don't do it very often, because I can only take so many single crochets before I lose my mind. That's why I'm really liking doing the overlay mosaic stuff, is because every row is different and it's very engaging for me, you know? So I still need to finish the lamb, and the lamb is pretty much done. I just need to block its cape, and then I need to cut out the eye pieces and glue them on and embroider its little mouth, but that won't take very long to do. I just don't like blocking things, and that's my main hang-up. I think having like a sewing project between crochet projects would be a good idea, just so that I have something different to do, you know? A giant sheep named Fuckhead. No, his name's not Fuckhead. Fuckface is the possum in the Codal cult. I should name it Fuckhead? Oh, I'm not naming the sheep Fuckhead. That's mean. Plus, with Mosaic, every row is exciting because you're, OMG, is this the popcorn bucket, or OMG, is this sorry? Yeah, literally. No plushies? Oh, okay. Double to negative twice. Actually, hang on. I think what I'm working on right now is the start of the crow's nest. Right there. I think that might be the start of the crow's nest. Let me look. Oh, it is! This is the start of the crow's nest. That's so exciting. There's one more sail on the main mast, it looks like. That's so cool. That's so exciting. Okay. You should work with only the words next. Mosaic for the mystery. Oh, like what I'm doing? There's a stray cat at your work who everyone feeds but cannot pet. He has an unfortunate white splotch on his face in a very specific shape. His name is Richard. Oh, baby. Poor kitty. That's a double. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, 3 negatives. Oops. So he's literally fuckface. He is fat and a happy little Richard head. Oh. Richard sounds delightful. Oof. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was 17. Single, double. I'm still surprised that Cult of the Lamb let me name that villager, or follower, whatever you want to call it, fuckface. I thought that was... That's... Oh my goodness. Because Nintendo would never. Alrighty, Black Cat. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoy your decompress. Trying to take it easy. I mean, it is a game about a cult. This is true. Excuse me. You don't really think it's for kids? It's not. When I told my mom about what the game was, she looked horrified, and I was like, "It's just a game. It's okay." Mind you, my mother is very Christian, but so the idea of a death cult is like, what the fuck? I think I might have traumatized her. No, I did not. Except like in the old Game Boy games, it's a game about making fun of cults. This is true. That is a great way to put it. Okay, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. I heard a kitty bell.
Did you have a good nap? You're so pretty.
Sasha woke up from her nap. I'm just a cult leader, Mama Bo. Not a big deal. OMG, without the prop, rinse your lap. Again. Oh my goodness. All the pets for the queen. Let's be real, this is a Sasha cult. Okay, that was 9. 1. Lurk because we're on a family walk. Aw, I hope y'all enjoy. I will be here. Mambu is the cult leader. Sasha's the chair of the Queen Kingdom. This is true. I need to make a lurk command. Perhaps at some point I will. That looks weird. Why does that look weird? Axe is the cult celebrity. This is true. Sasha's eaten. That's good. What the fuck is that? Orb. Oh, that's the end of the tentacle. Right there. Okay. Got it. It's gonna curve like that. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. 2, 1, 2, 22. It's not a cloud. It is, in fact, a tentacle. Celebrity cryptid. That's a great way to put it. Like, y'all would not think he was actually real unless he'd shown up in chat. He's the Bigfoot of this group. He only shows up and he says one thing and then leaves. How are we doing on pace? Will we finish our 9 rows? It's 3:30. We've got 4 rows left. Well, 3 rows after this one. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be okay. And if we go over time, he will understand. Although I do not want to go over time by 45 minutes like we did yesterday, because I just kept yapping. Let's see, we're gonna work up through row 129, so we should be good. X shows up, no one will believe you, and then leaves. It's true. Okay, Two. Oh, she scratch. She used her scratch board. Negative, double, single, negative, double, single, 4 negatives. Realized I'm working off screen, sorry, or like not ideal framing. That's not the word I mean. Positioning? Y'all know what I'm trying to say, right? Placement? I don't know. Guys, guess what? We're officially halfway done with the main body of the blanket. We are officially halfway done with the body of the blanket! Oh my gosh! Thought you stepped on glass, turned out it was Holly pocket hair. What the hell? Guys, this is a huge, huge moment. Here, I'm actually gonna turn on my face cam for just a moment so that y'all can see the full piece. I know it's black, sorry. Hello, this is my face. We do not show face very often on stream. But we're gonna stand up so that y'all can see the full blanket in all its glory. This thing is heavy. That looks so cool. Like from a distance. This is sick. I have a face. But we are officially at the halfway point. If someone wants to screen cap this and post it in Jack's server for me, I would really appreciate that because I can't take a photo of it using my phone. So this is what we get. Thank you. I'm very excited about it. Alright. Bring that back up. Very momentous occasion. I just realized that ads are running. Oh dear. Oh well. But thank you all so much. Very exciting stuff. All right. Guys, we're in the second half. This is huge. This is huge. You put it in project pics. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. because I can't do it myself at the moment. All right. Into the second half we go. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I feel like I should update the row count for this momentous occasion. I'm gonna do that, because, like, why not, right? Sweet. Cameo of the ad block that you think is virusing your computer. Retro. I'm gonna go look. On behalf of Mom, but they're halfway done with Lick It. Hell yeah! I'm gonna add a bow point. Here's an announcement. Checking on things. Okay. We're back. On the topic of ad block, I would recommend uBlock Origin. Just like as a browser extension. Use Firefox and use uBlock Origin. Ooh. Man, it's crazy to think that I'm already halfway through with this, but at the same time, like, we're finally halfway through with it. If that makes any sense. The slow posters, you and Scarlett put a pic in the hobby. Thank you! I appreciate y'all helping me out with that. Single, double, 2 negatives. Okay. The head do be aching. I'm sorry. Have you taken anything for it? Because of allergies, you had Zyrtec earlier when you woke up. Okay. I'm sorry. I wish I could help. Alas, my remedy for headaches is usually Excedrin. Because I have chronic migraine. And sometimes that is the only thing that, usually it's the only thing that will work for me and my headaches. Come on, there we go. You're also probably getting your period, so it could be that too. I'm sorry. That is most unfortunate. What the fuck did I just do? Okay. I need to pay attention. 15. Negative. Those were supposed to be single crochets, not doubles. Duh. This is what happens when you go on autopilot, Mambo. Two singles, negative 2 double, negative 1 double 2 singles, negative, now 20 doubles. Gotcha. Okay. 8 days until your therapist talks with the endo, so hopefully it is one of the last. That's good. However, it took a crazy amount of time talking to your father. Even trying to let me make an appointment with the endo. I also sometimes forget my father exists. So you are not alone in that feeling. Come on. Got the new garlic parm Doritos. They are a solid okay. So they're not great. That's what I'm hearing is they're not great. Man, I had Whataburger earlier. The reason I'm saying this is because it's okay was a conversation that I was having earlier, and I got that Whataburger. It was the best goddamn Whataburger I've had in a very long time. It was so good. 20, negative, single, double, 2 negatives, 2 singles. You prefer yourself cool American Doritos. Same. You don't think you'd get them again, but they aren't bad. Okay, that's good to know. I also love me a Cool Ranch Dorito. I'm not really supposed to eat Doritos because of the red 40 in them, but also I don't care. 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna mark that so I don't lose my place. You're back from your walk. How was it? I hope it was enjoyable and not too hot. Welcome back. We have officially surpassed the halfway point on the blanket. I think Alex, Sarah, Scarlett, not Sarah, Scarlett and Ren posted for me the halfway update, and I am very thankful. Double, 2 negative. Hot but lovely. You got half and half and mozzarella sticks. Yum. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, just make sure. An ad break. I'm sorry to send you guys to ad hell. And I'm sorry I'm being a little bit more quiet. I guess I'm just really locked in. I'm locked in. You see how fast these hands are flying? Well, whenever they don't do that. Sometimes my hands go too fast and mess up stitches like that. It's really annoying because I want to be in the groove. Why does this keep happening? That time I was even going slow. What the fuck? There we go. God damn. All right. That is row 127 done. Good stuff, good stuff. Love to see it. We're going into the last hour with 2 rows left. I think we're doing pretty good, honestly. I think I'm flying faster today than I have previously. I'm like low-key worried about this skein just like falling apart because it used to be like this, like very compact, and now it is just full of slinky accordion. It's a little scary. I might have to ball these up sooner than I thought. Big stretch. Okay. Redo that. That works, I guess. pinkish yarn that you're making the blanket with has a lot less shape than it once did. Like, is your skein falling apart? So that's 5, 7, 6. Oh, excuse me. Three singles, double, negative, single, 2 doubles, negative, yes, it's very sad now you're now using the writing part, so the blanket is more of a surprise. Okay. Well, if you need to do what I'm doing to help keep track, use a stitch marker, a Sharpie, your paper, and a ruler. Because the ruler helps isolate the last row or the current row that you're working on so that you don't accidentally jump ahead and get lost. The Sharpie is just to help you have like a visual marker on your pattern of where you put your stitch marker. That's what I'm doing. And then I'd recommend highlighting any repeats that you have, like this. This is a 1 double 2 negative times 2 repeat, just to help like make it pop a little bit more so that it doesn't get lost. That's what I did. You don't have to do it that way. Just some advice. But the charts confused me, so I just prefer written patterns. Just in general. That was awkward. What the fuck? 1, 2. You just highlight whatever you. Everybody has their own system that works. To me, the highlight brings my attention to it, so I feel like that might just mess me up a little bit. Personally. Damn it. 15, 2, 2, 2, 1, negative. Okay. Double, 2 single. Remember the glitch event that you RSVP'd to yesterday's fully sold out. Holy shit. Glitch produced the Amazing Digital Circus, if you've heard of that. Which I still need to actually, like, watch. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. I don't know why. I have a mental roadblock when it comes to watching it. Because I want to, I just... brain doesn't want to at the moment, I guess. And the episodes are not that long. If it motivates me at all, the last episode drops on June 19th. That's 5 days after my birthday. So perhaps. You know you're going to cry. Aw. Don't cry because it's over. Be happy because it happened. And it will always be on the internet, so you can always go back and watch it. Single, 2 double, single negative, double, single double, 2 single. Double, single, negative twice, okay. Come on. There you go. Ah. You guys know this, but I came out because of TADC. I also got a computer, half because of TADC, half because of Jack. Instagram, why must you notify me every time someone likes your comment? I actually have notifications for Instagram completely turned off. Like, even if people message me, I don't get notifications for that, just because I don't want the notifications. For those who don't know, I quit Instagram cold turkey a couple of years ago, and I hadn't touched it until I had to re-download it because of my business. And now I've found myself scrolling Instagram a lot, and I really wish I didn't. That's why I quit it cold turkey however many years ago. I also do have an Instagram account for the Fifth Mambo name. I just don't post to it. There's one post and it's of my cat licking me. The ad break is starting soon. Okay. We might even finish early today. Wow. That's wild. I guess it has been a bit more of a quieter stream today because I've been kind of focused on this, trying to get it done. Whoa, there's a knot. What the fuck? Weird. Okay. Only 14 more row sets to go on the base of the tulip blanket. Hell yeah! Proud of you, Shy. You got this. I believe in you. Alright. This is row 128. Done. We're about to start the last row of the day. Wow. Time flies when you're locked in, huh? It's only 4 o'clock. That's not bad. I might take this opportunity to run to the restroom, so I will be right back. Don't get you wrong, that's a minimum of 14 hours of crocheting, but you're hoping over the next few days you can get at least the last 4 row sets done before you're done spring break. I believe in you, Shy. You got this. Right, I'm gonna run to the restroom. I will be right back. Hello, I return. Appreciate y'all's patience. That was necessary. So much better. Oh my goodness. Mambo's gone quick, pet Sasha. Mambo, bow point. I love that you do the bow point every time I come back. For those watching the VOD, that is an emote of me in a Discord called pointing at something. It's very hard to see in the live chat widget. But that is me. That is me. Alright, this is the last row of the day. And it's only 4:11. Not too bad. 9 rows. And it's only 4:11. Or now it's 4:12. Not bad. Excuse me, I have the snifflies. The Sasha Pet emote was the best emote to have added to my Twitch channel, I think. Do Axe and I have any traditions or things that we do every time we hang out? Trying to think. Aside from things that I can't say on stream. Not really. I mean, we try to watch a movie. What, are you trying to stalk them or something? We'll sometimes get pizza, we'll sometimes get Thai food. I enjoy an adult beverage. Sometimes more than one. Other than that, not really. We just like hang out, talk, have a good time, enjoy each other's company. Cuddle. He'll show me his drum stuff, which I really enjoy watching him drum. Last time I went, he showed me a game called Crimson Desert that recently came out, and that game is beautiful, but also it's like an amalgamation of like every adventure game, and it's overwhelming. It's huge. Beautiful graphics though. I watched him run around in Crimson Desert for like 20 minutes. It was cute. His dog is so fucking cute too. So, my cat's name is Sasha. Y'all know this. Axe's dog is a Great Pyrenees mutt. She was a rescue. Cutest fucking dog you'll ever see. She's got like these like half flop ears, and her name is Shasta. So it can get a little confusing when we're talking about our pets. I have a cat. I know it's absolutely crazy, but you know, Sasha and Shasta, and sometimes I'll say Shasta in reference to Sasha or Sasha in reference to Shasta. It's very confusing. But Shasta is very silly. She's a silly fucking dog. Like, she's so funny. I love her. I think I've posted a picture of her somewhere before. What the fuck was that? Okay. But that dog is not a small dog. Like, she's a medium-sized dog, but she's built. Like, she is a muscular beast of a dog. Very thick, very dense, all muscle. It's all muscle and fluff. She's built like a battering ram. With a big dopey smile and half floppy ears, and she's so cute! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What? Oh, I fucked up. I was supposed to do 2 singles at the start of this stretch, and I didn't do that. Is she one of those big dogs that believe they're tiny lap dogs? No, actually. She doesn't super like cuddles, and she doesn't get on the furniture. But that's not because she's not allowed. She's allowed on the furniture. She just doesn't want to. And, like, she'll come sit between your legs for you to pet her, but she doesn't like being held, like, hugged, and she doesn't really want to get up on your lap, like, at all. She just wants you to love on her, give her some attention, and then she wants to go be by herself. But she's so funny when I show up. She just, like, loses her mind, and then she's, like, done, and goes and lays down. She's sweet. She's so funny. And she has to drink out of a... She doesn't have to, but she has made a rule of herself that to only drink out of a single bowl that is about this big. It's like a miniature mixing bowl, but it's the only bowl that she'll drink out of. She's not very food motivated. She's treat motivated, but not like food motivated. And Axel tried to feed her like this most extravagant meal. She won't touch it. She's such a silly dog. Loves her walkies, though. Oh my god. But, like, she's a Great Pyrenees, Husky, Australian cattle dog mix, I think. But she's sweet. She's a cute dog. Sometimes she gets jealous of me, though, because Axe will be giving me attention, and she'll... Big ol' huff. You have this man literally all the time. She loves me, but sometimes she gets jealous of me. It's so funny. And she's not very talky, like a husky would be. Unless I'm, like, rolling up and she sees my car, then she'll lose her shit. But... remember one time I was over at Axe's place and there was a really nasty storm rolling in. And Shasta doesn't like storms. And there was a really close lightning strike, like super, super close, like not even like 50 feet from the house. And Shasta who would normally run under like a table or something, darted between me and Axe's legs. We were standing like maybe 2 or 3 feet apart because like I got spooked by the lightning or the thunder, and so Shasta like ducked between the two of us. It was the sweetest thing that she like sought both of us for comfort and not just him. It was precious. Poor thing was shaking. Which, I don't blame her. Thunder is scary when you have super hearing. I mean, thunder is scary, period, but still. That was a couple months ago. I don't remember exactly how long ago it was, but it was a very stormy night. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You should start a count of how many times you've had to reload stream. I'm sorry. If there was something I could do to help you, I would. But I've only dropped 2% of my frames, and I have like a really good upload speed. Alas. I wish I could help. Okay. Negative double times 2. Single negative double times 2. Okay. We are slowly but surely getting there. And it's only 4:30. Wow. Wow, it's only 4:30. What the fuck? I didn't start early or anything. I think I've just been more focused today than I have been previously. That's wild to me. Okay. Single, 2 negative, 2 double, 2 negative, 1 single, 17 doubles. Okay. You think you fell asleep, you laid down, and then you were at your movie theater. At the movie theater, and then I was like, hey, my nose is stiffier than... Uh-oh! Be walking around your house doing things like carrying your iPad around like a toddler. I need my emotional support streamer with me. You know, I am honestly very proud to have that title of emotional support streamer. I will happily be your emotional support streamer. It's a very honorable title, I believe, to have. Double, 2 singles times 2. What the fuck? Okay, we're good. I fixed it. Wait, what the fuck? Double 2 single, double 2 single. Negative 3 doubles, 1 single, 3 negative, 3 doubles. Oh, I guess we're starting the next motif or something. What the hell? That was weird. Okay, hang on. My yarn was split. Easy fix. Okay. What is that? This right here, what is that? I wonder what that is. Oh, it's another cloud. Gotcha. That's the start of a cloud. That makes sense. I forgot you had a stream on. You woke up and you heard my voice. I was like, God. Yes, I am God now. No. I feel like I would get smited for saying that. I don't know. Alright. Let's do our end of stream wrap up here. Today is the 31st, which is crazy. Tomorrow is April. I don't want to think about that. We did 9 rows today. We're up to 129 out of 252. Smote. Okay. I don't want to get smote. Absolutely, you can cast a quick vote for the Cult of the Lamb. Let's finish this, like, decompress, and then we'll do that. Decompress, wind down, whatever you want to call it. All right. Oh, the stack of papers is getting quite small. Very exciting. All right, let's do a quick pan of what we did today. Just because we have the time for it. All right, so today we started all the way down here and we did all of this cloud stuff. So this is how much we did today. That's a pretty good chunk. And we can see more of this tentacle taking shape here. We've got the crow's nest climbing higher. We've got our 4th sail of the main mast making its appearance, slowly but surely. We have the tip of the tentacle, that's this one over here, making its appearance. So these guys are going to start converging, which is very nice, very exciting. Love to see it. And I think we finished this guy today as well. So, very exciting. And we've reached the halfway point officially. Love to see it. So that's the update on that. Oh my goodness, this thing is a mess. It doesn't fold neatly, but that's okay. It doesn't really need to. Oh, but she is getting chunky. Oh, heavy. All right, so we've got a vote for the Cult of the Lamb. Let's go over to our browser here. So that is 3 votes for Cult of the Lamb, which takes it to the lead. Very exciting. As a reminder, you can vote for the next pattern that I make on stream using 5,000 channel points for 1 vote. I will be coming up with alternative ways to cash in votes. Still working out the, the details on that, but what I'm thinking is a subscription counts as 1, a gift sub counts as 1. Basically $5 gets you a vote. Seems pretty reasonable to me. However many bits that is how many that will be. Next week I'll hopefully have an answer for you on that. So, with all of that said and done, fuck it, we tie again. Fuck blanket, alright. That's 3. So now we have 7 votes. So we've got the big fucking blanket and the Codal Wall Tapestry tied for first right now. Don't forget we have 2 new editions of the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom maps. The Overworld and the Depths. that'll be really interesting. Hopefully next time Splatdle will be different. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that it didn't reset. For whatever reason, it didn't reset, which is stupid, but... Alright, let's see if we can find somebody to raid. I'm gonna switch this to the stream ending screen so that I don't show my Twitch stuff. Let's see what we got. What is this? I don't see anybody that I'm following be live. Yeah, I don't know. So maybe not today. Perhaps another time then. But I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me today. We will be back on stream on Saturday at 5 p.m. CDT for more Cult of the Lamb. In the meantime, Jack Evil Streams is going to be live over on their channel starting at noon EST, working on the Stardew Valley map, pixel for pixel. I will be there as a mod in their chat. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I'm surprised that we're ending stream with 20 minutes to spare, but that gives me plenty of time to pack my stuff for my date this evening. So, I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful evening, and as always, keep it crafty. Signing off. Bye.